star, the Professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligans.
Hey everybody, this is TJ Cates with Nashville Entertainment Weekly. Who are we here with?
I'm here. I'm Dawn Wells. I'm glad to see you and meet you.
This is so amazing that I'm getting to meet you. I'm so excited. We got the word that we could be here just a few days ago, and I found out you're here. And I already told you my story. My dad said when I was a kid that they were filming Gilligans Island across the street, and we crossed over a bridge, and I believed it. I know it. I don't believe it anymore.
Oh, good.
So let's talk about you, Gilligans Island. Such a big deal. 1961 to 64. Did you know what you're going into whenever you went in?
And they didn't think we'd last 20 minutes. And we've never been. This is our 50th anniversary. We've never been off the air in 50 years.
It's because I DVR'd every night.
Do you?
No, you don't even have to because it's always on television.
It's always on television. And then now MeTV is running it. I'm the ambassador for MeTV.
That's the thing about it. You're really involved with MeTV. Tell me about that.
Well, it's family entertainment. You have to really watch what you're watching on television today if you're raising children. MeTV covers it all. All the shows that we used to love, you can find them there. It's great.
It was so great back then because we only had 3 channels and you didn't get lost in the shuffle with it.
To my age. 3 channels.
No.
Black and white. Did you have color too?
We had black and white and we had to turn dial, and we didn't even have I did have a TV in my bedroom when I got older. It was pretty amazing.
Shame on you.
But this is so good. Now let's talk about all the things that you're doing currently, because I know your fans want to know. You're involved in some charities we're going to talk about, Women and Children and Elephants, which I'm a big fan of because I grew up on Tarzan. And there's yes, he's the only Tarzan there is.
He was in my dad's house when I was about 6 or something once.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's so exciting. All right, and you also wrote a book, and if people buy this book, they can go to Amazon, they can buy it, and they can go to your website and they can buy it, and you'll sign it.
This is a good thing, though. It's common sense. You know, we are missing common sense in the world today. It's full of pictures, but what would Mary Ann do today if you dropped her right? When we were marooned, birth control wasn't even invented. So if you bring Mary Ann back today and drop her into civilization, how would she handle it? It's common sense. I think parents are having a hard time raising children. They're all in their rooms with this little electronic stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's wrong with saying thank you? What's wrong with finishing the job? That kind of thing.
We have the same moral background. We have the same views on that. We talked about that a minute ago. It's okay for a guy to open your door, drop you off at the front door. It's not cutting you down as a woman. It's really good for you. Now tell me the way that it came back that the women walk on the outside of the sidewalk.
This is not just for young women. It's for young boys too. My nephew was with me, and I said, "Now you need to be on the outside." He said, "Why?" I said, "I'll tell you why. A gentleman is on the outside. Why? Because in the olden days, in the cowboy days, in the stagecoaches and horses, the women with the beautiful dresses." It was mud. They didn't have cement, and the horses would splash on the sidewalks, not sidewalks, but on the walks. So the men got between them and the women. They got dirty, and the women's dresses didn't. Just manners.
I never knew that. That's so great. My mom was really strict with us. She was like that with the grandsons too. And I think the moral, and you call it common sense.
Yeah, it is common sense. It's not. It isn't that you practice. There's nothing wrong with holding a door open for a woman, or for me holding a door open for an elderly person. It's not.
There's a lack of respect right now with young people, and that's something I think that I wouldn't mind seeing them teach that in school. How to be a gentleman, how to be a lady. But now you can learn it from your book. Let's talk about your website.
DawnWells.com, isn't it fabulous?
Yep.
I mean, I'm an older generation, and when you see what we can do with this, it's unbelievable to me. I mean, it's almost like the telephone's been invented. I mean, you can communicate at any time. That's one of the things I say. Do you want the doors closed? If you're a parent, you have the right to go in their drawers. They're living with you.
You're strict. You're strict. That's
I'm not
good.
A mother, it's so easy to say, isn't it?
That's too funny. Now let's talk about some of the charities that you're involved in.
Well, there's one right here in Tennessee, the Elephant Sanctuary, which is something. And you know the circus has just retired the elephants.
I saw that there's no more elephants.
No, and it's in Hohenwald, and it's not where you go like a zoo and visit them. They roam on their own. I've been to Africa 5 times. I've ridden an elephant. They have a memory. They will.
I've ridden an elephant, and their little back's kind of scratchy.
Well, you have a wooden
I
thing.
didn't mean to stop your thought, but
no, but but they have a memory, you know, and if there's a pile of bones, the herd will stop and touch every bone if it's their family, and they know it, and they remember everything, and it's not funny. They really do. And they were mistreated, I guess, in the circus. I don't know. They should be roaming, and we are. The other charity I'm interested, I'm the chairman of the Terry Lee Wells Foundation in Reno, Nevada, and we honor children and women in northern Nevada. You know, there's a lot of poverty. Gold mines are kind of coming back, and there's a lot of Indians that need help, and women and children is our focus. So
I could have a whole. We're Cherokee, my family, and we have Oh yeah, we have a lot to talk about that. And my great grandmother was a squaw, and she married an Irishman. So there's a lot of heritage and stuff, and we talk about that a lot.
I used to beg my grandmother that there was an Indian brave in my past. Are you sure? Because she was held up by Black Bart. My great grandfather drove stagecoach from Reno to Virginia City and drove the stagecoach when they drove the Golden Spike. So
How'd you find that out?
Western girl, because of my history of my family.
That's so awesome. We have so much to talk. We can talk about that off camera. Let's talk about your book. Then they can go get that. I understand it's on Kindle for digital download.
Oh, it is. I didn't know that. It's dawnwells.com. You can come to me. I don't know about digital download.
We're gonna put right here is gonna be your website. Well, thank you so much for taking time with us. You're wonderful, and keep up the good work. And we're gonna keep following you. I just want everybody to know that you're the hardest working lady right now. You have so many things going on.
Isn't that fabulous?
I was excited that we were like
Still
10 minutes.
alive. That's the best part.
We're both still. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. This has been TJ Cates with Nashville Entertainment Weekly.